that, folks? What's happening to Jimmy? We were talking in the last segment, you and Zeke found love together.
Well, when you hit the air, I want to tell everybody it's so miraculous and so spiritual that if you're worried about doing it, just do it because it's the greatest, one of the greatest experiences I've ever had.
So,
except for sex with Brad Pitt, which is...
Really?
Yeah.
I hear he looks like a pirate in person, and he's very short, and he has a bad odor. I'm just saying that that's just what I've heard. I'm not spreading that around. Are you actually in a relationship right now?
I actually just separated from a very long 9-year relationship, but we're best friends and everything's fine, so you don't have to moan or anything. But like, I've never, you know, I was in it for 9 years, which is most of my adult life, so this whole dating thing, I've only actually gone on a couple of dates, but it's like, what's up with men? What's up with you? What's that about?
My
I mean, like,
question, too, yeah.
No, I mean, what's that about?
What are you talking about? What's wrong with men?
You hear things like, when you watch like talk shows, you hear things about men like being like emotionally, you know, slow and things like that. And I thought, oh, that's really sexist and sort of stereotypical. It's like, so completely true.
Yeah.
Are you single?
Yeah, yeah. Well, I mean, I have a girlfriend, but yeah, but saying, hey, sorry, I'm a man, I'm emotionally slow, it's the best excuse in the world, you know?
Yeah, but it's like, you know how they say, like, inside every fat person, there's like a thin person waiting to get out? I think, like, inside every single man, there's like a human waiting to get out. I love men. I dig men. I love men, but it's like, phew, the reality of it is like, okay, Oprah was right. Bye-bye. Yeah.
It's not your mother was right these days, it's Oprah was right. That's what's happened to our culture.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. I mean, men, we need help, that's all. We're crippled.
Yeah.
We need help and time. Look, I'm doing a Captain Kirk. Help us.
You need acting lessons.
We need acting lessons. Men need nurturing.
Yeah, you need to, I think there's like a little microchip missing from your brain that's like lodged in your penis. Little baby thing.
It's not a little chip, but come on! Come on, we're just having fun. It's a Friday show. There'll be nudity soon. Did you know there's going to be nudity later in the show? No, not me. Are you? The foreigner guy, we suspect, will be nude before the end of the show.
Hot-blooded.
So, are you really that down on relationships?
No, I've only really had a couple of encounters since.
Because dating is hard. When you're with someone for a long time and then you start dating, and that's the hard part. That's where the real horror of what human beings are really like comes out. Then when you get into a good relationship,
I want to skip that part and get to like the house in the country with the 3 kids. Anybody?
Zeke, get Zeke. Zeke, you can have a plane in the backyard. He can bring his deliverance banjo. You can go up for flights. You'll have a good time. I'll make the call. Now, I was talking earlier in the show with Leigh Thompson about doing film, and you've had great success.
Thank you.
In movies. You really have, and movies intrigue me because I know nothing about it. I would be terrible at movies. I would never want to do anything like that. It would be a horror show. But what's it like when you do a movie? Is it actually fun to make a film?
It's a horror show.
Really?
No, it's really great. It depends on the film. Like, some films I've had the time of my life on, and others I wanted to kill myself, you know. It depends, like, the material and who you're working with, and there's a lot of, like, waiting around.
I've heard that. I've heard a lot of it is literally just waiting for them to set up a shot or something.
And you have to, like, think of, you know, like on Sister Act, we made up every song that we could think of and sang songs, and on Hocus Pocus we played a lot of games in between, and you know, you just have to. When we were doing Hocus Pocus, Sarah Jessica and I were flying. Did anybody, like 5 people saw Hocus Pocus? Anybody see it?
No, they're all.
And we had to fly, and I loved that part. Well, as you can tell, flying is the theme of the show. And they would hoist you up there, and sometimes they'd have to like check lights, so you'd be up there for like 30, 40 minutes. So we would like read the newspaper and play games and just sort of.
What kind of game would you play? I mean, what's a game you would play?
We played 1, 2, 3. You know what 1, 2, 3 is? You know what 1, 2, 3 is? 1, 2, 3 is like somebody would say to me, "Okay, Kathy, 1, 2, 3. Newt Gingrich, Rush Limbaugh, Bob Dole. You have a gun to your head. You have to have sex with one of them. Pick one."
Okay.
And with those 3, I said, "Shoot me." No.
Wow. It's a new twist on the dating game. Yeah. Right. New twist.
Like I would say, Andy, like Gina Davis, Jodie Foster, Susan Sarandon.
Not all 3.
Yeah.
You have to pick one.
Pick one?
Yeah.
I don't know. Jodie Foster.
Oh, right on. Good choice. Right on. Yeah. Jodie will be happy.
Sorry, Jodie.
What a fun... Andy, I'm sorry. That is the least fun I've ever seen anyone have playing a game. And then to end it with, sorry, Jody.
I just know somewhere Jodie Foster is feeling very objectified right now. And I just wanted to apologize
Oh,
to
man,
her.
that's so, well, okay. All right, man.
We've used your name in 1, 2, 3 a couple times.
Yeah. Now you are scandalized.
And you were picked?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, not really, but I wanted to.
Andy, I've learned when people say those things, don't go really, just go, oh, good.
Okay.
Yeah, and just move on.
Sorry.
I've learned that lesson many times in my life. Tell us about the HBO special. I want to talk about that.
The HBO special, Mo and I, we did a play called The Kathy and Mo Show here in New York. God, I miss New York so much. But anyway, we did it for a couple of years, and we made a first HBO special based on an hour of the 2-hour play. And then a couple months ago, 4 years later, we filmed the rest of the hour, and that was just aired on HBO a couple months ago, and we got nominated for some awards.
That's great.
Exciting.
That's very exciting.
And it's good.
This is we have a clip.
Oh, good. Yeah.
And do you want to do anything to set up the clip?
It's just one. I think if it's the clip, I think it's Aunt Maddie, who's a character that we brought back by popular demand, and she's talking about her nephew Michael's lover Philip.
Okay, let's take a look at this clip from Kathy and Mo, The Dark Side.
Yeah, Philip has the AIDS. AIDS! Well, our group counselor encourages us to say it as often as possible and as loud as we can. Yes. He says, you whisper it, you give it shame. You yell it, you conquer it. That's right. Come on, Kevin, say it with me. Come on. AIDS! That's right. Does it give you power? Make you feel better? Come on, doesn't that feel good? One more time. AIDS! That's right. Good for you, honey, say? Oh, my gosh.
Great, and this is, how many characters do you play throughout the show?
We each play, well, I wrote it with Mo Gaffney, and we each play 10 characters, men, women, children, and sometimes animals, yeah.
That sounds like a great show. We're going to check that out. Kathy and Mo, The Dark Side on HBO. Is there a specific time, or is it just ongoing?
They show it at different, in between all the sex things at night on HBO.
And I'll be watching. All right. Thank you very much for coming. Very nice to have you here. Najimy, everybody. We'll take a break. We'll be right back with Deep Blue Something. Stick around. Gentlemen, that is our show for the evening. I do want to thank my guests. Special thanks to Kathy and Najimy for being with us tonight. Very cool to have you here. And you got an NBC show coming up.
Yeah, I'm developing a show for television.
Developing a show for this network, so watch for that. Absolutely. All right. I also want to thank Leah Thompson for being with us tonight. Very cool to have her. My thanks to Deep Blue Something for performing. Yay! A force for good in the world, if ever I've heard one. I want to thank Andy Richter, the Max Weinberg 7. Let's thank the Foreigner guy. He made our night. Stay tuned for Friday night. We'll see you Monday.